Let it be. Me, your man, Louis T. Welcome to the 2019 NFL Draft Prospects 101 series, your guide to some of the biggest and hottest names. The 2019 NFL Draft. We're talking defensive linemen. And this next guy that we're going to talk about is a part of a trio coming out of Clemson on the defensive line that was a part of a national championship winner first and foremost, but secondly, the most dominant defensive line in all of college football. And the guy that I'm going to talk about now, I think, was a huge part of the reason why. And if you ask me, he's the better of the three prospects in defensive lineman Dexter Lawrence. Now, Dexter Lawrence is a guy that I was really floored by when I watched, because I thought that Clelin Ferrell was going to be the alpha male, followed by then Christian Wilkins, and that Dexter Lawrence would just be this big, plotting, space-eating defensive tackle. But I was wrong. This guy is athletic. This guy is physical. He does just about everything you're looking for from a 340-pound defensive lineman. And not only does he do these things, he does it in style. I mean, I really like what this guy brings to the table. And I think he's got a chance to be a stud at the next level. And if you're asking me, of the three Clemson defensive linemen, which one I think has the highest upside, I tell you it's Dexter Lawrence. So, and that's saying a lot. I mean, because he's a defensive lineman that you don't expect to get pressure on a quarterback. But I'm like, hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Okay, I think this guy could get pressure on the quarterback as well as stop the run. And so Dexter Lawrence, 6'4", 342 pounds, 3-year defensive player at Clemson, 40 career games, 10.5 sacks. Again, don't sleep on this guy's ability to get to the quarterback. 19 tackles for loss. This is a guy that did have a little controversy to wrap up his career, missed the final 2 games of his collegiate career, with a failed drug test for an over-the-counter substance that, it can happen. We saw it happen with Will Greer. We see it happen all the time where these players take something and they don't know what's in it. It's a banned substance, and boom, you're popped just like that. So this is a guy that, I think is not only capable of overcoming that adversity, but I think he's going to be a really good football player at the next level. And so let's talk about what Dexter Lawrence brings to the table, and what he was at Clemson. And we'll look at 3 games from 2018 to break down what this guy brings to the table. We'll start with a 2018 contest versus Syracuse at the Crib. Let's take a look at what he did in this game. Watch him bench press the center here and find the ball carrier. That's nice. That's really nice. He shut the door there. Guy thought he was going to run right by him. And he was having none of that. Here, he doesn't make the play, but watch him have the strength to toss this offensive guard aside, and you'll get another look at it too. I mean, that's always fun to watch, where you see a big guy show you why he's big and strong. And so, yeah, he didn't make the play here, which is unfortunate, but watch him toss this guard to the side like a rag doll. All right, get your ass out of here. And luckily enough, there was another guy there to get in the way, and so he wasn't able to make the play, but that just shows you a little bit of the strength that he brings to the table. Here, this is elite quickness for his size to get to the quarterback. I mean, man, do you see how quick he got to the quarterback there and then tossed him down on the ground and made his presence felt? I mean, God, that was lightning quick. I mean, that was impressive right there, even though he doesn't get the sack. Here, watch him displace the center and flush the quarterback. All right. Center snaps the ball, gets his ass tossed all around. And so now Eric Dungey has to get out of there. I mean, it's not safe. And so that's a good play by Dungey there, but he got flushed by Dexter Lawrence. Here, watch him playing defensive end, unblocked, remains disciplined, and then at home for contain, and then makes the play. He's such an athlete, man. And again, I talked about this with Christian Wilkins, that Brent Venables, the defensive coordinator, he allowed these guys full talent to be on display by moving them around and putting them in different positions. Here, on this play on 4th and goal, Dexter Lawrence, he stood his ground. All right. He did his part to not allow the quarterback to get in the end zone. There just wasn't any backside help. But if you look at him take on these blockers here, he stood his ground. That attempt to try to jump in the end zone, it stopped and was initially stalemated because of what Dexter Lawrence did up front. But like I said, no backside help. He was able to eventually get into the end zone. As we move on to Duke in 2018, this first play, you get a pass breakup here on quick game. And this is just a great job of Dexter Lawrence getting his hands up. All right, not going to get to the quarterback here. You see him trying to get rid of the football quickly, do something to impact the play, and he does it here by getting his hands up and deflecting this football. So you'll see him initially try to beat this double team. They run a little TE game there. He gets his hands up, deflects the football, and it is incomplete. This next play, he engages and then spins back inside to find the ball and make a tackle. Look at that athletic play by this big dancing bear, man. This dude's a ninja. You see that play? He starts to the outside, spins back inside. That's beautiful. Strings this play out right here. Nowhere for the running back to go. You see all these bodies, and there go your 3 first rounders right there, or your 3 draft picks right there. I don't know if all 3 of them are going to go in the first round or not. Here, defeats a block to get to the QB. And on QB keep, Daniel Jones is looking to keep this all the way. Dexter Lawrence would have none of it. That's a great job of him getting to the quarterback before he can get going. On this play, there's another deflection to cause an incomplete pass. Again, you're not going to get there. Put your hands up. Make your presence felt that way. And that's a great job of doing that by Dexter Lawrence. And like I said, when you're a guy like Dexter Lawrence, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and 1st and 10 are going to be where you make your money. And on this next play, it's a 3rd and 1 situation that he's going to come up clutch in. And so this is what this guy does. If you want to see the quintessential Dexter Lawrence play, this is it right here. 3rd and 1. You need your defensive lineman to make a stand. And that's what Dexter Lawrence does there. He absolutely beats this block here by this guard and the center, and gets right into the backfield with quickness. That guard center is on the ground. Lawrence beat him right off the snap, and he's in the backfield waiting on that running back. Again, that running back had no chance. This next play, immediate pressure on the quarterback to force this incompletion. And again, that's just quickness. He just beats that guard inside, gets to Daniel Jones and forces him to get rid of the football faster than he wants to. That's immediate pressure by Dexter Lawrence. Here, he doesn't make the sack, but this latch and snatch for the pressure is beautiful. Latch, then snatch him. And then now he's going after the quarterback. And I love the latch and snatch. I told you that's one of my favorite techniques for defensive linemen. When you grab a guy, ragdoll him, throw him out of the way and get to the quarterback. Here, I'm nitpicking. I'd like to see him shut the door on this run. All right. He tried to stick his arm out there. He wasn't able to shut the door completely, but he slowed him down enough to where help was able to come in and finish up. But I'd like to see him shut the door on that 3rd and 1. So now we go to Pitt in 2018 in the ACC championship game. In this first play, you'll get to see Dexter Lawrence just pretty much gobble up the guard on this play and then gobble up the quarterback. And this is what he does. He's physical, but he's also fast and athletic. And here he just gobbles up the guard. Watch him eat the guard up, push the guard out of the way. And now he's going to gobble up the quarterback now. I ate the guard up. Now it's time to go eat the QB up. And that's what he did there on that play. And that's Dexter Lawrence in a nutshell. This next play, he stacks and sheds, finds the ball, and gets and stops the running back for a minimal gain. I mean, that's quality stuff right there. Stack and shed, find the ball carrier, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day, and get him on the ground. This next play, good effort from him down the line. Watch him. Every day he hustling. Every day he hustling. Look at that play right there. Down the line, find the ball carrier, and make your way all the way. You see Christian Wilkins telling him, man, hell of a play, because that was a hell of a play. Next play here, doesn't make the play himself, but he makes the play within the play by having that front side penetration. His penetration forced that play back inside and allowed his comrades to make the play. And then here, he just discards the guard and it makes an immediate tackle in the backfield for a loss. And that's what Dexter Lawrence brings to the table, man. This dude is dominant, man. Honestly speaking, if you don't see the dominance here in Dexter Lawrence, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Open your damn eyes and see what's in front of you. This guy's dominant. All right. Really think that he's the best of the trio in terms of Cleveland Farrell, Christian Wilkins, and Dexter Lawrence. I think Lawrence is the better of the three. And I just think this guy is tremendous. And I think his impact could be tremendous at the next level. I look at Dexter Lawrence and I see so much of a guy that over the last 3 or 4 years has been a dominant force himself along the defensive line in Damon Snacks Harrison. That's my comp for Dexter Lawrence. A guy that's big in stature, similar size. Both of these guys, both of them have the ability to not only impact the game from a run stopping standpoint and perspective, but also can get occasional pressure on the quarterback. And I think Lawrence, more so than Harrison, has the upside to get after the quarterback. Harrison is more of a run-stopping defender that, every now and again, every blue moon, he can get to the quarterback, get a little bit of pressure. I think Dexter Lawrence can be one of those guys that gets consistent pressure on the quarterback in addition to stopping the run. You don't have to take this guy off the field on 3rd and 7. He's comfortable being on the field in that position trying to get to the quarterback. I'll be anxious to see how he is used at the next level and if he's given an opportunity to be on the field in 3rd and long situations. So that's Dexter Lawrence to me in a nutshell and what he brings to the table and who he comps out to. I think this guy has immense potential at the next level. If you like what you've seen here, there's plenty of it. Plenty more to be had. Check out the Louis T Network on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. Also, make sure you check out the Louis T Network podcast, available on Stitcher, Google Music Play, iTunes, TuneIn, Spotify, and of course the website louistnetwork.net. Also, draft party coming up. The first 2 days of the draft, your man Louis T is going to chop it up live with you, break down each and every single selection, talk about what these players bring to the table, give you a comp, all of those good things and more. Draft party, be there, and let's have some fun. Mock draft coming next week as well, so lots in store. You don't miss it. Make sure you're in tune to what's going on the Louis T Network. I'm your man Louis T, signing off. Remember, if it's not your man T, it's not the best NFL coverage it could be. Until next time, have a good one.
Louis T Network.